Hey Flosstube, I am Danielle and this is my channel Lovin' Stitchin'. Thank you so much for joining me. Today this is Flosstube number 7. Today is Thursday, July 29th, 2021. So thank you so much for stopping by. If this is your first time, I wanted to say welcome. If you have been with me from the beginning or joined me throughout, I just want to say thank you so much for your support, for the subscribes, the likes, the comments. I read all of them. I try to comment on all of them, or at least give it a heart or a like. So thank you so much to everyone. And I did post on Tuesday a Flosstube extra, so if you didn't get a chance to take a look at that, I hope you will check it out. It was with my cousin Donnie while we were on our camping trip in Branson. So it was a lot of fun filming that with her, getting to talk about her stitching. I learned more about her and really enjoyed doing that. And also having my niece join in with a couple guest appearances from my kids and my husband. They kind of popped in there throughout. I knew we'd have some visitors and with the camping and everyone around us, so I was glad that they got to kind of peek in. So that was fun. So our camping trip, we were there for 4 days. We drove the entire way from Tennessee to Branson in one day and then Branson back in one day. So those were some long travel days, but definitely worth it. We had a lot of time in the pool because it was very hot. We also went on the lake in the kayaks. The kids had a great time. We got to go fishing and just really spend time with family. So that was a great trip. You know, I have memories from when I was a kid, many summers going out and visiting with family on our camping trip. So I'm glad that we're able to get that started with our kids, and hopefully we'll be able to continue that on. Before I forget, I did have 3 shout outs that I wanted to say thank you for. So the first one was Little Annie Z and Mama Z. They are pretty new to Facebook or to Flosstube, and I've been watching them from the beginning. They're a mom and daughter duo, and they have some great finishes and stitch some of the same things that I stitch. So I enjoy watching them, and she referenced one of my finishes in her latest video. So I want to say thank you there. And then WhitneyStitches, she also referenced my videos, and I had to laugh because she lives, I guess, 4 hours or so from Branson, and she joked about stopping in while I was at Cecilia Samplers, which totally would have been great to meet up. So maybe next time we head to Branson, we can do something like that. So thank you for that shout out. And then Annie with the Proper Stitcher also gave me a shout out. So thank you so much to Annie. She has been on Flosstube about the same time that I've been on, but she films every week. So she's got several more videos. I've really enjoyed watching her. She's actually only about an hour and 20 minutes from me. So she's here in East Tennessee as well. So we got to chat a little bit on Instagram a couple weeks ago, and it was fun getting to know her a little bit and chatting. And so definitely check her out. I love watching her videos every Thursday. I'm looking forward to them. So thank you so much for those shout outs. So besides camping and the Flosstube extra, I've just been watching the Olympics as much as I can. You know, we didn't watch a whole lot while we were camping. We were focused in on the activities and the family, but since we've been home, I've had it on, and my son has been enjoying learning about the different sports and checking it out. So we'll definitely be continuing on with that over the next couple weeks that it's on. So I do have a lot to show today. Didn't get a lot of stitching done on the camping trip. On the drive down, maybe 1 to 2 hours. On the drive back, maybe 1 to 2 hours. And the whole time there, it was 30 minutes, maybe, I think. So not a lot, but I did get stitching done before that. I did get a little bit done last night, and then I have some previous finishes. I did get some FFOs done before I left. And then I did get a couple ornament finishes, and then about 5 whips I've got going on, and then a ton of haul. So brace yourself for that. And there was one, I pulled out my fall stitching. So I'm gonna, if we have time, go ahead and show a little bit of what I hope to accomplish for my fall stitching. Most of it is whips that I started for Mania or from last year, and a few new starts that I'm planning on. I've got to figure out my cross stitch camp piece. I'm still browsing through Etsy trying to figure out what I'm going to do there, because the theme for August is a new to you thread or fabric. So I didn't think I was going to be able to do a new thread because I've tried most of them, but someone posted that they are using sulky threads, which I've never tried. So I think I'm going to order some sulky threads, probably get here beginning of the month, and then use those as my cross stitch camp and to go along with whatever piece I choose. So I'll hopefully be able to show that. I'll post it on Instagram and then show it in my next video. But let's just dive in with the previous finishes. We'll start with, I got a summer piece and then a Christmas piece as well. So this one is Sunshine House by Little Stitch Girl. There we go. And I stitched this on, it's an even weave. You know, guys, I don't write these things down. I'm gonna get better at that though. I stitched this last year. I've done 2 of the houses. I've got the other 2 started. It's a series of 4 different houses. There are a lot of specialty stitches. So she's got lazy daisies in here. And they're actually a lot of fun to stitch once you kind of get into it. And I finished this was all put together already. I got it from a antique store, and it was just hanging in my guest bedroom. And I decided that I was gonna pull it for this piece because I thought it would be perfect. So all of the flowers and everything were already there. And so all I had to do was get a magnet and washer and put it on. So I really think this is cute. I thought it goes really well because it's got, each of the pieces have a fence in them. And so I think it's really cute. So there's that one. And then part of my whips is one of the Crazy Annie Ornament of the Month Club from last year. And so this is one of the ones that I finished. I finished a couple other ones and made them into ornaments, but this one I decided to put it on a sleigh. And this piece actually already came all put together. And I was just looking for the perfect piece to put on it. And this again was probably at the same antique store because we've got one down the street that I love to visit when I get a chance. And so all I did was put it on sticky board, 2 pieces, and I did hot glue this one on there because I don't plan on taking it off. And this is just a random piece of fabric because they're small pieces. And like I said, all of this was already done. The only thing I did do was add these little bows. I think they were from Dollar Tree. Because some of the glitter was coming off of these shoes. So I was trying to cover that up and I thought the bows would work pretty well. So those are my previous finishes. And for my finishes, my FFOs, which someone did ask me what that stands for, and that stands for Fully Finished Objects. So I have my finishes, which I haven't actually finished. I haven't put them into pillows or put them on sticky board, anything like that. So those are my finishes. And then I have my fully finished, which are the pieces that are completely done. So that's what FFO stands for. I was able to get some sewing done. And it's not perfect. My sewing, as I mentioned many times, needs some improvement. But I'm pleased with how these came out, and they will work, and maybe down the road I'll try to embellish them or fix them a little bit because there's some little minor issues with them. But these are the Lizzie Kate summer smalls that I finished. And so I have the summer piece right here, and I guess I could grab that and show it too. And then these are the small pillows that go with it. So this is the Buzz pillow that I did. And this is stitched on 32 count Silver Weaver hand dyed fabrics Golden Promise. It was a small piece that I grabbed at a local shop many years ago, so I have no idea if you can still find it, but it's kind of got a yellow hand-dyed tint to it, and I really thought that was cute. And these are fabrics that I got from probably Joann's or Hobby Lobby, and so I just did a little piece in the middle and the piece on the side and sewed them together. And I had lost the button packs and I had to go searching for them, and I was so glad that I found them before I finished the pieces, so I was able to sew the little buttons onto these pieces. So the back is just the same polka dot black and white fabric that I got, and then I use the Kathy Haberman hands-on design method that maybe there's others who do it too, but that's where I learned it. And you cut a little slit in the back and then cover it up with something. So this is supposed to be like a little beehive, and I'm gonna get a button to put here in the middle. I just haven't done that yet because I'm not that great at hand sewing, and so that just works better for me. That's the first one. The next one is birds. And so this is the finish here. So I tried for the very first time on these next two to put rickrack in them. And I've never done that before. And so I should probably watch some tutorials, but instead I thought I can figure this out. It works. There's a little part that didn't quite get through. That shows through a little bit, but it's not too noticeable. So this one and the next one are stitched on 28 count Jobelan Honeysuckle Pink. And I got that from 123 Stitch a good 10 years ago. So I have no idea if that's still in production, but it's a pinkish. And the colors are pretty similar to called for, but they're my own, what I had in my stash that I used. And this one's got a little button in the birdhouse. And on the back I used the same fabric and cut it to be a birdhouse. And again, I need a button to go there. And this is berries. And so I've got some thin rickrack here, I guess, or trim. I don't know if it's really rickrack, it's trim. That's got a little pink and orange that matches this fabric really well. And it's again stitched on the 28 count Jobelan Honeysuckle Pink. And the berries have little beads in them, if you can see them. And then I just used an orange, and this is supposed to be like one of the berries, but it didn't quite turn out, so it needs a button to embellish it a little bit. So here are all three of them, if I can hold them. And they go right here in this little basket, or wagon that says welcome. So I've got to start the fall ones so that I can get them in the basket. I do have some other fall pillows I might be able to put in there until I get them done, because I don't think they're going to be done before fall, but we'll see. And I did stitch one more project bag because I have the backing up the truck from the Housewives, and I thought I needed a fall project bag. So this is the project bag that I put together. And normally I would use the backing fabric for the zipper parts. However, I did not have enough of that fabric, so I had to go in my stash and find something, and I think it matches pretty well. It goes with the leaves that are on the back. So that is the project bag that I will be backing up the truck in. So I'm excited for that one. It was in my haul when I got home. I had 3 packages, I think, when I got home from the trip, so that was fun to look through them. Okay, so for my finishes, let's start with this one. This is Lizzie Kate Celebrate 15, and I was working on this my last video. And here is my finish. So I did leave off the word celebrate. I just didn't want to put that in there. And I didn't have the buttons. They didn't come with this pattern. I don't know if it was something that was left off when I got it, or they're supposed to be bought separately, because normally they come with them. I don't know. So I did go on to 123 Stitch and they had it. So I've got to sew those on there because there is a little bow that, or I guess it's supposed to be like a bow. It's a triangle that goes on to that present, and then a snowflake goes on the other present, and then there's some beads that go around for Holly and Berry. So I've got to get those on there before I finish this one. Once I get a bunch of ornaments done over the next couple months, I'll probably just do a big ornament finishing day and finish a bunch of ornaments. We'll go ahead and show the next ornament. I found this one. This is one that I started last year, probably for Jolly July, and it was small, so I decided to pick it up, and it was a quick stitch to finish. All I had was the word peace, and I'd started the white on the bottom. So I did this one here. It's peace, love, and joy, and I will stitch these ones eventually. Lizzie Kate 2011 ornaments and snippets. And this is stitched on a mystery piece of fabric that's just dark enough that I thought would work. So we'll show that together, and then that's the little finish. So I thought it was super cute and pretty quick and easy to do. I did this one on the drive to Branson. I didn't stitch a lot. That's about all that I did. Maybe a little bit more, but not much. One more finish. This is my cross stitch camp piece, so I need to post it before the end of the month. I've got a couple days. And it is the Christmas Ornaments one by My Fanny, and she had to release a second trio of ornaments that are in the same idea. So they're the Christmas ornaments too, and they're very cute. There's a barn, there's a truck with a tree. I'm probably gonna have to get them. The only thing that I had difficulty with is with the pattern, because there are no symbols, it's just the color blocks. And for whatever reason, I have a hard time with those. I like the symbol with the color, if that's I mean, that's just my preference. So it was just a little bit harder for me to read the pattern, but I still very much enjoyed this piece. And this is stitched on the 32 count Murano Ice that I got from Hobby Lobby. So there's the finish. And it was fun seeing this piece come together. And I already know how I'm gonna finish it. I just need to get down to my basement and get it done. So it'll be done hopefully by the next video because I've already got it planned out what I'm gonna be doing with it. So it shouldn't be too difficult to do. All right, let's dive into my whips. Like I said, I think there's 5 here. The first one is my big July piece that I'm working on, And to All a Good Night. Not a ton of progress here. Last night while I was watching swimming in the Olympics, I worked on the rest of the reindeer. So this is where we're at so far. I think my last video, I don't think I'd finished the house. I can't remember. So I think I finished the house and did the tree and then the words. And now I've got 2 more reindeer. So I'll start working on the next house probably. And I do want to get this one done, even though Jolly July is wrapping up. I'm probably going to keep Christmas in my rotation throughout the week, so work on it 1, maybe 2 nights a week, just because I've got a lot that I want to do before Christmas, a bunch of ornaments. I want to finish this one. This is probably the first one I want to try to finish. The Housewives, they've got all of their new ones that they released, and I think I finished 2 of them. I've started 2, and then there's a whole bunch. They had 9 releases. Last year, they only had 4 during Jolly July, and I was able to mostly keep up because it was just the 4 pieces. This year, they released 9, and so I could not keep up with all of that. So I want to keep moving along on Christmas so that I can have a bunch of new ornaments and finishes, but I am going to get started on my fall stitching as well. Okay, my needle was ready to be pulled through on this piece, so I just finished that stitch real quick. This is Crazy Annie stitching, and these are the gift tag ornament club last year that I said that I was a part of. So that's part of the one that I did. So you can see they all have the same border and theme. And I really like this one. So this is, and this one I did start while we were camping because it was easy. Just once I got the first line counted, I could just go back and forth and stitch that black while we were driving 5 minutes down the road to the lake or whatever, just put in a few stitches, or while my daughter was napping, and I was watching her. So that's how far I got, not super far, but I got the border done, and I'm starting to work on the wagon, and it'll be a quick stitch, I think, because that wagon is going to be a lot of back and forth also, but he's super cute. And these did come with buttons. So everything you need that needed for them came with them. I'll show a couple of these patterns. These are ones that I haven't done yet. I did stitch this one, I think. So I do have that one done, and I'll show that when we get closer to Christmas. This is a reindeer. I have not stitched him, but he's very cute. And there were 14 that came with the club. They're doing another one, a club this year, and it's the sleds that you can do that. I think they're on the perforated paper. And I did not join that one, but they've done a lot of cute ones. I just was a part of a lot of things already. So I figured I needed to rein it in on my monthly subscriptions. I don't think I've done this one yet. I can't remember now. If it's in here, I probably haven't done it yet. The only reason the snowman was in here because it came with a bonus pattern. So that's why I haven't done that one. It's cute. I do eventually want to do all of these. My goal last year was to stitch 1 a month. Did that happen? No. I kept up the first couple months. This one's super cute. I like that one. And I did, the bonus pattern for this one was Joy. I have stitched that one, but I have not stitched Treetops Glisten yet. So I think that's all of them. But they're super cute patterns. And it was fun getting those every month and being surprised to see what they were going to be. All right, so my next one, I did start the Ho 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 because I thought it was way too cute not to start. And I have all of the white done. So I just have to fill it in now with everything else. Yep, that is all the white. Except for, nope, yep. I think I've got to do one more white stitch over here on the part of his hat, but that's it. So that one's gonna be fun, and I really like that one. And 2 more, and these are summer patterns, not Christmas. So I did get some work on my calendar crates for August by the Housewives. So let's move my needle out of the way. So I'm moving along on this one. It's coming along. It's getting there. So I had started the flowers, and I got all of them done. And then I filled in the white here, and I did seeds and 25 cents and fancy. And so then I started to move up into sunflower. So I've got the house and the quilt and the fence with the beescape, or however you say that, left. So this is another one I'm going to be plugging along on until it gets done. So this one and up on the housetop, I'm gonna probably alternate over the next several days and get them done, especially August, so I can get August finished. And the last one, I needed a new start. Did not. I thought I was done with summer, and then I remembered that I have not started this one yet. So this is in the Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine, and they showed their new one for the fall. So the new fall piece has been shown. So check out their website. I haven't pre-ordered, but I will be, so I can get it. There's a lot of cute patterns along with the fall piece. So I started on the summer, and again, I started on the border because it was just easy to do in the car for some quick stitching. We had like a 15 or 20 minute drive, so I figured let's get started on this. Let's see. Fix the needle again. And let's see. So that's where I'm at. I just have the bottom border done so far. Well, not even the full part, the white part done. But I'm stitching this on a green even weave that is hand dyed. And it was mystery fabric again in my stash. So I didn't want to do black. I wanted to do something a little bit different for these pieces. I'm going to do their pieces that they did last year are all going to be on black, but this one I wanted to do a little bit differently. And the green that it calls for, is this 4-leaf clover. So I think it'll show up just fine on there. So as long as that shows up, then everything else is fine. I don't think I'll need a darker green for it. And this is in my dot dot goose bag that I love. It's not patriotic, it's summer. Summer, it counts, right? Okay. All right, so the next part is haul. Yep. So I got the 1, 2, 3 stitch order, and I had to get something else with it. This was actually already in my cart, so I figured why not go ahead and just get it while I was putting in the order, make the shipping semi worth it. So this is Plum Street Samplers, the Liberty Lodge. Sorry about the glare. I've seen a lot of people stitching this back in May and for summer, and I just think it's so pretty. And I don't have a lot of Plum Street Samplers, so I want to increase my collection of them, as well as some other ones that I don't have as much of. Okay, I'm gonna grab these. Last week, the Housewives came out with the sweet jar, right? Friday? No, yeah, last Friday. No, last Wednesday. This Wednesday. I don't know. I think it's this Wednesday. I think this is the one that they released yesterday, actually. And it comes with their free chart. Normally, they do a freebie with the tiered tray tidbits at the end of the month, and it's adorable. I can't show it because it's just the pattern, but I can't wait to stitch that one because it's so cute. This is the Dapper Doodad that came out on Friday. And I'm very excited about this one too because it's super cute. I love Santa and Mrs. Claus and the reindeer. So I had to get those, and I printed them off once I got home. And let's see. This is from Cross Stitch Express. I think it's just the one chart. So somebody posted, oh, there's more in here. What else do I have? Somebody posted on Instagram a fall house. I'm not gonna be able to say this. Curo e Badicure. So I've got to get the fall one, but then I found this Christmas one that they also had. And I have the sunflower one. I've shown that previously. And I don't think, I may stitch all of this one. I don't know. The other one I'm definitely going to make a little bit smaller. This one I may make a little bit smaller too. But I thought it was so cute. And so I need to get the fall one, and they've got a whole bunch of other ones. There's a cotton farm. There's some others. Snow farm maybe, I don't know. So very cute. I really think it's pretty. So someone enabled me on Instagram, and I needed some really tealy for the jars for the housewives. And then they always send a free pattern with their with your orders. So this was the freebie that I got for this order. So I think I'm up to like three or four freebies from them because I've got several orders out to them. And I think I mentioned that Whitley with Southern Stitcher Co., which, by the way, that she has a shop that is opening up, I want to say in Virginia, or she's taking over a shop there. So she'll still have the online shop, but she's actually going to have a brick and mortar shop. So congratulations. I saw that on Instagram and on Facebook. That's very exciting. So I love ordering from her. I was ordering from her when she was still on Etsy, and then she moved over to her own website, and now she's got a shop. So it's crazy. So I ordered 3 from her Christmas in July sale. So this one was a PDF that you downloaded, and it is Jingle All the Way by Cherry Hill Stitchery. And I love it. I have a thing for sleighs, I think. Pretty sleighs. This is Manny Di Donna, 'Tis the Season pillow. If I know Manny Di Donna, there's probably some 1/1 in there because I have some of her other pillows that I have not stitched yet but are on my list. And they have 1/1. Maybe not. Maybe it'll be okay. I've not done 1/1 yet. And this is With a Needle and Thread, Brenda Gervais, Best Time of the Year. And I've got a bunch of hers on my wish list, and she had it, so I wanted to go ahead and grab it. And I don't, like I said, With a Needle and Thread is another one that I don't have a lot of, and so I'm trying to increase my collection there. So Fat Quarter Shop had a pre-order for the Little House Needleworks, the logo chart that they came out with, Love, Family, and Home. So this is what it's gonna look like, and it's their logo. And I can't, let me open this up. Sorry for the crinkle. The chart's on the back, so I don't wanna show the back, what's in the bag. But it came with all of the classic colorworks that you need and sampling of memories. I think it's LaDonna. Yes, I've heard about her. She's on Etsy. It also came with, if I open this, it's gonna be a lot of crinkle. Sorry. This is my very first key fob. Is that what it's called? Scissor fob? I don't know. I've never, keychain? I don't know. For your thread key. I don't know. I don't know what they're called, but that's why because I've never had one. I don't know what it's called, but it's so cute. I'm really excited about it. So I need to put my thread on there and keep it all together. So that came in, and then pre-orders for the housewives came in. I think this is all I've got. Oh, nope, there's more. But wait, there's more. Okay. So this was from Annabella's, and they are on Etsy as well. I got Scarecrow Bakery from the housewives to complete the current collection from them. And then this is going to be a fall start that I'm going to start here pretty soon. Probably once I get my calendar crate for August done, I'll start this one, and then my September calendar crate I've got to start as well. So we'll see how much of this fall stitching I actually get done. But I'm going to be stitching fall for August, September, and probably into October. I don't do a lot of Halloween stitching, and so that opens me up to do more fall. And then mid-October, I'll probably switch over to Christmas. So with Pumpkin Picking Day, I did go ahead and get the floss pack that they had because it was a lot of floss and I didn't want to try to figure it out. And it's got a week's dye works in there. So I found with the floss packs, I had to laugh last night. Let me show you this. Because To All a Good Night, there are several in here. There's clay pots, caramel, perfect pie crust, So the only perfect pie crust is in his face. The only clay pot is in the cheeks, and there's one stitch in his cheek and one in each of their cheeks. The only caramel is in the reindeer's antlers and their tails. There is a little bit of the gold, so I can't say anything about the gold. But those three colors, I have a ton left over. So I mean, I barely touched clay pot because there were 4 or 5 stitches that I needed. Caramel, and I'm done with these ones for the pattern. There's plenty left over there. Perfect pie crust, tons left over. So the good thing is I've got those now to add into my stash for future projects. But I just have to giggle because if there's not much of them, you get a thread pack, you get a lot of extra. So I can't complain. It's not a bad thing. Okay, so here's the big haul. This is from Cecilia Samplers. And so I had a ton of fun looking through the shop. I posted some pictures on my Instagram, so be sure to check those out. It's an absolutely beautiful shop. There's tons of pieces on the walls. She's got some trees that have ornaments. So there's some unfinished pieces that are just kind of hanging, but they're absolutely beautiful. A lot of stock to choose from, tons of fabric and patterns. We got to help my niece pick out some pieces that she thinks she will want to stitch, starting some small pieces. And so kind of getting her into that stitching world. The ladies were super helpful in being able to use the DMC and the anchor books to help us match some of the thread that my niece needed for a pattern. So it was a really fun experience, and I love going to the local shops. So I love going there every year. I got one piece of fabric, and it is 32 count Country Mocha Lugana. So and this is all they had left, so I just took the whole thing because I know I'll stitch on that. And I'm trying to get into some higher counts. So I've stitched a couple things on 32 count now. That's probably the highest I will go. Never say never. I might try something higher, but I don't know. I needed some wagon wheel for my Country Cottage Needlework Sampler of the Month, so I picked up that. And then for patterns, let's see here. All right, this is Heart in Hand Christmas Cheer 2. It was on clearance or sale clearance, I think. She had several buckets of sales and clearances, so I had to check those out. A lot of really cute patterns there. So I'm excited about those. And then this one was also on clearance. It is Be Proud by Needle Bling Designs. And I've seen this one on Etsy. I think there's a whole series of the bees that are seasonal. My daughter picked up some of these for the Flosstube Extra, so she was showing some of these on that one. This is with Thy Needle and Thread Basket Full of Wintertime. She didn't have all, or at least I couldn't find them, all of the series, so I just started with this one because I do want to stitch all of them. I've seen so many people stitch them, and they're just beautiful. Country Cottage Needleworks, this was another one that was on clearance, Countdown to Christmas. And I'm pretty sure I don't have this one. Perhaps I've doubled up. I don't have a good list of everything that I have. I know I don't have this one, but I saw it as stitched as a model on the wall, and so I had to pick it up. Acorn Hill by Little House Needleworks. So another fall piece to pull out next year. Souvenirs of the Heart, Autumn in, I can't see what that says. I can't read. Anyways, this is it. I love it. And then I got the Star Spangled Spectacular as well for Souvenirs of the Heart. I've seen this one. This is Plum Street Samplers Rack Stack. She's got several that are of different animals stacked up. And so these are the reindeer. Super cute. I've seen some others that are stitching up. We like to go to a state park nearby and go search for deer. The kids, and we can see groups of 15. We've seen groups of 20 deer at a time. And so I really like that one. This one was also on clearance. Joy and Peace, Manny Di Donna 2015 Christmas ornaments. So several cute little small pieces there. And then finally, this is Americana Panorama by Blue Ribbon Designs. And I think it's a Christmas or winter scene. I've never seen this one before, but so many cutes, and I'll probably stitch them as smalls with the barn. Maybe that's a schoolhouse. The lighthouse, the barn's over here, the house, the tree with the sheep. Love it. And I don't know if I showed this one. Did I? So I got 3 souvenirs of the heart. I got the Christmas, the Star Spangled, and the fall. So I guess there's a spring one out there maybe, and I didn't grip, and maybe another summer one. I'll have to look. So getting my With That Needle and Thread Plum Street samplers, getting some of those that have been on my wish list for a while. Okay, like I said, I did pull some of the fall things that I want to get stitched, and so I'm going to show those real quick. Most of these are Mania starts from this year, so I showed them during Mania, but I want to get them finished. So Autumn Whirligig, and it'll be quick to finish up. There's not a ton left to do on that one, so it'll be quick. This is in a Nikki's Notables bag. So it's one of her small bags, so small ones, small pieces fit in there. I'm running out of space on my table. Okay, this is Autumn ABCs by Little House Needleworks. I've been working on this one for 2 years now. This is my 2nd year on it, I guess. 1 year, a full year, over a year. And that's how far I've gotten in that time. So I just need to pick it up and get moving. I'm not a huge fan of the fabric. I think that makes a difference. It's just a little bit more floppy than what I normally stitch on, so. But I'm gonna try to stitch all of them on this because it's a huge, huge piece of fabric. I think it's stitched on the Even Weave from Hobby Lobby. It's just floppier than Monaco. Nothing wrong with it. This is the Trilogy, and it is Autumnology. So I have stitched Summerology, Springology, I've started Winterology, and now I need to get moving on my Autumn so that I can finish them up and display them, switch them out. So that's how far I've gotten. I have one. I've got a lot of work to do. This is supposed to be I was gonna start on the Autumn piece first. However, I guess it really doesn't matter which one it is because it's just the border and they're all the same size. All right, these are the Lizzie Kate Autumn Smalls. So I've gotten the Autumn done, and now I just need to do the 3 pillows. And so I started in on Hoot, I think. I gotta look and make sure I do this the right way. I think it goes that way. So it's this guy right there. So I am gonna stitch all 3 of them. And these guys go really quickly. I can finish them up in a night or 2. One of them I did, one of the summer ones, the berries, I stitched in one night. I just kept going. I was like, I'm having too much fun. Which one is this? This is Little House Needleworks. It's not that one. Do I have it better? There it is. Part 1. Fall is in the Air. So this is a 6-part series, and I started on this bottom one, and I don't think it's gonna take much to finish this guy because I got a really good start on him for Mania. I love when you put a piece away for a little while and you pick it back up and you're like, oh my goodness, look how much I got done on that. There's not a whole lot left. I want to stitch all 6 of them. I don't know if it's going to happen this fall though, but I at least want to get the first one finished. And my thought was to finish them into pillows. Me and the sewing machine are not best friends, so I don't know. Maybe not. All right, there's 2 more. This is Harvest Chock Full, and I'm doing the pillow. And this one is another one that won't take a whole lot of time to get done. I've got the whole word Harvest done. So I was trying to get all of the white done on this one and then just fill in the color. So it'll go pretty quick, I think. And that's the only chock full I think I have. I need to get the other ones. Okay, so these are the ones that I was talking about, the other punch needle and primitive by the Housewives. This is Fall Sunflowers, and I started this one again for Mania, and I don't remember which way this goes because I didn't get a very big start on it. That way? No, I don't know. That's what I've got. I don't have much. I think that's the top of the roof. When I sit down with this, I'm going to have to look at the pattern and figure out where I am. So that's the middle part, so yeah, I think it goes that way. Anywho, so those are my fall plans, and I'm sure there will be some more that will get sprinkled in there. We haven't had the fall tier trade tidbits yet from the Housewives. I know I'm sure I'm going to enjoy those and want to stitch them. My cross stitch camp piece for August I've got to figure out. So I've got some things to figure out, and I'll pull some more pieces, I am quite sure. But beyond that, the next few weeks, my plans are to, like I said, finish calendar crates, start on the new one, start on It's Pumpkin Picking Day, finish And to All a Good Night, and then just keep stitching. So I hope that's what you guys are going to be doing as well, getting a lot of stitching in. And I'm also going to be watching the Olympics while I'm stitching, so looking forward to finishing those up. I hope everyone has a great few weeks. Thank you so much again for stopping by, for checking out my channel. If you like what you see, feel free to like and subscribe. And I'm also on Instagram as WhitneyStitches, and I will link the shops that I mentioned below, and as well as the Flosstubers that I mentioned as well. So thank you guys so much, and have a great next couple weeks. Happy stitching.